For generations, there's been sightings of sirens or mermaids. It depends on what you believe. Some say they're the same, some say they're different. Whether you believe that there are half fish, half people out there or not, though, is entirely up to you. So, let's take a dive into some mermaid clips. Number 1. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Haley Orlean Burke. And in this video, we have a supposed head of a mermaid pop up offshore at the beach. Now sure, this could be possibly a mermaid, but during the day, it's possible this is just somebody swimming. I will say though, it's weird that we don't see up to their shoulders. It's literally just a head, so it doesn't look like they're really swimming. It looks like it's just something kind of floating there. And although, yes, that is somewhat suspicious, it's not enough to guarantee that that's a mermaid. Now, if they had gone out and investigated it, and this thing took off and just swam away and we never saw it again, that would help me sell the case. But they don't do that. They just film it from afar. I don't know, guys. What do you think? It's gonna take more than a floating head offshore to sell me that that's a mermaid. But I'll leave it up to you to make your decision down below. Number 2. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Ron Gerald Omega. Now this is the original mermaid clip, and when I say the original, I mean back in like 2006, give or take a year. This was filmed on an old school flip phone. Two friends are on the beach early in the morning when they come across what seems to be the corpse of a mermaid. However, as they approach it, you see subtle movement in the hands, and then as they get close and poke it with a stick, it jumps up and screeches. So from there, the kids take off running. Now, you got to remember, back in like 2006, not everyone had access to good editing equipment. It's not like it is today now. So it makes you wonder, is this legit? It got me as a kid. It just looks almost too good for the time era it was shot. It almost looks edited. It just seems like it's all queued up very well. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, though? Number 3. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Mimi Miller, and in this video she claims she may have captured a mermaid watching her offshore while she's surfing. Now granted, she is pretty far out, and that is a head of somebody floating in the water, but she's not so far away from the beach that it's improbable that could be somebody else out there. Now, it could be a mermaid, but I don't really feel like I'm sold on it, because again, granted, it's not hard to have somebody swim out like, I don't know, about 70, 80 feet from the shoreline and just stay out there and act like they're watching. I wouldn't do it because of all the shit in the ocean, cough, cough, sharks, but again, some people are braver than me. I've said it once and I'll say it again. A floating head, a ripple in the water, stuff like that's not enough to sell me. Show me the body, show them hop out, show me the tail. Stuff like that helps sell it, but this isn't enough for me.
Here we go, story time. Okay, so I was focused on the dolphin to the right of me, and then when I looked at the footage, I said, what is that to the left? Got in closer, turns out that's something else. So it all started with me paddling out to catch waves, of course, in the ocean, and I'm seeing something past the lineup, looking around, so I got closer, and stood up on my board or sat up on my board to take a better view. I started waving at them because I'm happy to always see dolphins. So I turned my board around, back it up to get a little closer. And as you see, there's one popping out of the water. There was actually several popping out of the water. You can't see that sighting of the mermaid or merman in the water, but you see some activity going on very slowly. So whatever, here we go, story time.
Number 4. Couldn't even tell you how to look up this video, but it's brought to you by TikTok user P. I think this is a circle. RU, another circle, low. Anyway, the person filming this claims that they were being watched by a mermaid, but as you can see at the beginning of the clip, there's just a little ripple, nothing more. So, what propels them to think this? I'm unsure. I think this is just a clip for views because, again, a ripple in the water is not a guaranteed evidence of a mermaid. It's not even suspect it could be a mermaid. Fish, turtles, birds, bubbles. There's so many things that this thing could be before I'd say it's a mermaid. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying here? I feel like this is just wishful thinking. I don't think this is a mermaid encounter whatsoever. Out of all the clips I've seen about mermaids, this by far is the most disappointing attempt to sell a mermaid to me, aside from those people who wear like the fake tails.
Every time I look away, that thing comes up.
Number 5. This video is brought to us by TikTok user ismandy, 5 periods, shooting star emoji, 100 emoji. And in this video, they claim they've caught a small town mermaid swimming through a water channel in South Africa. And although yes, this does look the part of the mermaid, and this person is able to hold their breath for a very long time, I have a feeling this person is mermaiding, which if you don't know what that term is, it's where they put on the fish-like tail, and they swim around in clear water like this, pretending to be a mermaid. Truth be told, I think that's more scary than actually seeing a mermaid, because think about this. You put your legs in this tail and attempt to swim in it. I mean, I'm not a bad swimmer, but I just can't imagine taking that kind of disadvantage where you jump into water where you could, I don't know, drown. But yeah, when they say something's usually too good to be true, it is, usually. And I think that's the case here. Number 6. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Sauce.90. And in this video, we have Sauce, who's working on a fishing boat out in the middle of the ocean, start hearing this singing. It's like a very strange sound. It sounds like someone singing, though, out in the open water. Now, the boat's moving quick, like it's moving very fast, so there's no way that somebody was just off out of camera here singing to him. I mean, it's plausible, but I doubt it. What's interesting about this clip is you never see what's making the noise, and shortly after Sauce's boat makes it back to town, the government sets up a random oceanic surveillance project on his boat. If that's not a coincidence, I don't know what is. Either way, it's a really interesting clip, and it's very possible this one could be real.
We
got another one over here? What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. god. That's crazy. That's nuts.
So yeah, that about covers our friends from the deep here. Mermaids are a very interesting concept, but if they were easily as found as everyone wishes they were, then they wouldn't really be a cryptid or be a mystery. Regardless, I hope you liked the video. Do all the things, or don't. It's really up to you. Either way, thanks for watching, bye!